Another day, another super microcomputer update for you. So on Monday, at the time of making this video, the stock is up another 20+%, which means that since the bottom here, mid-November, this stock has gone up by more than 125%. So for those of you that have initiated a position here, a short-term trade, congratulations, because, well, you're up quite a significant amount, and it does seem like there is some momentum here with the stock after, well, the recent announcement. So we went above the 20-day moving average, and we're now staying above the 50-day one. Of course, this is just the start of the week. Let's see what happens in the coming days. But what exactly has happened? Is, well, Supermicro saga now nearing a close or not? Because essentially we're still waiting for them to file the 10K and the 10Q, and also we're waiting for a response from the Nasdaq. So all of that still remains unanswered, but in the meantime, let's say SMCI is doing what they should be doing or what you want them to be doing. So let's discuss what has happened, the release note of Monday. We're going to discuss all of that in this video. There is one thing that's, well, hilarious in all of that. We'll discuss that in just a second. If you enjoy this type of videos, hit all the buttons. We really appreciate that. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment with the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. So, Supermicro announces completion of review by independent special committee. On November 5th, the company announced that the special committee's investigation preliminary found that the audit committee had acted independently and there was no evidence of fraud or misconduct on the part of management or board of directors. We already discussed that. This was basically when they announced their preliminary results. The special committee's investigation was intended to assess whether the information brought to the audit committee's attention by Ernst & Young and certain other matters identified during the review raised substantial concerns about the integrity of the company's senior management and audit committee, the commitment of the company's senior management and audit committee to ensuring that the company's financial statements are materially accurate, third, the audit committee's independence and ability to provide proper oversight over matters relating to financial reporting, and the last one here, the tone at the top of the company with regard to rehiring certain former employees and financial reporting. So basically, they're also addressing here the short seller report. So the special committee's key findings are summarized as follows. The evidence reviewed by the special committee did not raise any substantial concerns about the integrity of Supermicro's senior management or audit committee. With respect to the rehiring of former employees, the tone at the top of the company was appropriate and fully consistent with a commitment to proper financial reporting and legal compliance. Moving on to the following thing, formation of the special committee and the process of its investigation. So, as part of the review, the special committee investigated issues related to a couple of things that were mentioned in the short seller report. So for example here, current sales and revenue recognition practices, particularly around quarter ends, as well as with respect to merchandise returns and warranties, export controls, rehiring certain employees who resigned in 2018 following investigation in 2017 by the audit committee regarding sales and revenue recognition practices, basically the previous, well, fraud case. Now, here is the interesting and funny part of all of it. Well, not so fun, to be honest, because this is laughable. The special committee is comprised of Susie Giordano, an independent member of Supermicro's board of directors. One person. I repeat, the special committee is comprised of one single person who's also an independent member of Supermicro's board of directors. I mean, I'm sorry to say, even if you're still extremely bullish on this company, the special committee, you would have thought these are, well, a number of people, no? A large group of people. No, one person. Okay, the special committees, so Susie, rigorous investigation took over 3 months, with independent counsel devoting over 9,000 hours and the Secretariat Forensic Accounting team over 2,500 hours for the review. As part of that process, the following investigative actions were taken: extensive document collection, conducted 68 witness interviews of current and former employees, management, advisors, and board members. The special committee employed more than 50 attorneys from Cooley and outside contract reviews attorneys and employed a team of forensic accounting specialists from Secretariat. Of course, if this is the only person in the special committee, it makes sense that they're hiring other folks to help her with that. But again, the fact that one person here is the special committee is, quite laughable. The last one here, extensive meetings with Deloitte and Ernst & Young, the company's former auditors. Then here they talk about the findings, so rehiring employees, again, things that were mentioned in the short seller report, revenue recognition and sales practices. Here, the special committee did not find evidence of a pattern or practice of the company shipping incomplete products at or near quarter ends just to recognize more revenue. With regards to export control matters, the special committee did not see any evidence suggesting that anyone at the company tried to circumvent export control regulations or restrictions, or that anyone at the company was aware that any of its products might be diverted to a prohibited end user or location, which is quite interesting because I literally showed you on Friday and during the live stream that you could buy super micro servers with NVIDIA H100s on Chinese websites. You can also find them on Alibaba. So yeah, if I can find it, if some random dude on X can find it as well, then I did a good job and they did not do a good job. And so after all of that, the measures recommended by the special committee, aka Susie, these are the following things that they should be doing. Transition to a new CFO. So we did not find any issues, but let's find a new CFO. Appoint a chief accounting officer. Appoint a chief compliance officer as well. Appoint a general counsel and expand the legal department. Improve training and guardrail monitoring, and improve training and guardrail review. Now, of course, the transition to a new CFO can be seen as one. Well, just for optics, we're going to replace them. He's just the scapegoat here. Maybe he was not doing his job properly, or at least he should have caught a couple of issues. And now, for better optics, let's replace him with another CFO, make sure the market is happy. Or on the flip side, you could say, how does this make any sense, right? You just said you didn't find anything that, raised a lot of red flags. So why replace the current CFO, right? Yeah, Susie, the special committee, which is an independent person from Supermicro's board of director, by the way. Yeah, this is interesting. Last couple of things here. So the board has adopted all of the special committee's recommendation to address the special committee's recommendations, Susie's, and being mindful of the company's rapid business growth over the past 2 years in helping to lead the AI revolution, the board has instructed management to add additional experience, senior talent commensurate with the company's size and complexity today, and to prepare for its future growth. The last thing here, they also said that, as announced, a couple of weeks ago, in its compliance plan to the NASDAQ, the company believes it will be able to complete its annual report, Form 10-K, for the year ending June 30, 2024, and its quarterly report on 10-Q for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2024, and become current with its periodic reports within the discretionary period available to the NASDAQ staff to grant, which currently still no signs of that happening. As previously disclosed, the company does not anticipate any restatements of its quarterly reports for the fiscal year 2024 ended June 30, 2024, or for prior fiscal years. And so right now, it does seem like the stock market does like these statements, right? Does like the fact that SMCI is not delisted. They submitted a plan to the NASDAQ, and now we got this thing right here. So okay, stock market currently is happy. On the flip side, we still don't know what's going to happen, right? The NASDAQ still needs to respond, still needs to give them a date. They still need to submit the 10K and the 10Q. And then there is the fact that the special committee was just this one person called Susie who happens to be on the board of director. So yeah, if I'm investigating my own company, of course I'm going to say that Don't see anything wrong here. And of course, I'm going to recommend some small fixes here and there. Yeah, if we're talking here about some accounting stuff, then maybe we should be looking for a new CFO because, well, for the optics, it does look better, right? So, yeah. All in all, I keep saying the same thing. This is a very interesting story to follow. This is a company that actually makes real products. So very, very important to the whole ecosystem of semiconductors data centers. But on the flip side, when there is smoke, there is fire, or as one of the subscribers has said, when there is smoke, there is an overheating a black well. So yeah, what do you think about all of this? Are you happy with the response? Do you think this is quite shady? Let me know down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, do all of that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.